We decided to come over and spend Friday night with my parents in Columbia before we go today to move Shelby all day. So I thought I'd take you around their house and just show you some of the memorabilia stuff that I grew up seeing and being a part of. So let's go check out their house. I told you that on the last video that we were at my parents' house. We were going to spend the night, so we spent the night. And today I just thought I'd take a few moments just to ask Dad two questions. Dad is a young whippersnapper, as we like to call him, 84 years young. And so I had two questions that I wanted to ask him to kind of get our video time together going. So Dad, would you tell us one thing that maybe somebody taught you early on, gave you some advice?
At an early age, somebody told me, and I don't even remember who it was, that there's a value in every person. It doesn't matter if they're young or old, if they're rich or poor, they can make a contribution in your life. And I found this to be a very wonderful piece of advice. There is a significance in every person that God has created, and I've tried to apply that to my daily life.
Well, there's no doubt that you have done that, and Mom has done the same thing, applying it to her life. What would you say? I have a lot of folks that like to look at this, and young people who are trying to learn and do things in life. If you could give them one piece of advice, what would you give them?
I would say be content where God puts you, a great contentment that comes. The most unhappy people that I've seen in my life are those who are always thinking about what's on the other side of the fence, the green grass over there. There's an opportunity at hand where you are today. Seize it and be faithful in where God has placed you.
So some great words of wisdom. I hope you guys will take that and put it into play into your life. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow, he's out directing traffic.
I've killed three little snakes about the size of an earthworm this year.
Huh?
I want you to look at our caladiums, how pretty they are.
All right, have a good weekend.
Be careful, be careful.
See y'all.
Take it slow and easy.
Okay. Last weekend I told you guys that I had moved my daughter from one apartment to another apartment, and we came back Saturday night, and I wanted to give you a glimpse this week of how I closed out last week after the great move. On Sunday afternoon, I have three other guys that are my accountability partners, and we hung out at one of our friends' house and grilled some steaks and just enjoyed some time just kind of hanging out. So I wanted you to see this place because it's kind of one of my safe havens, one of my places that I like to go to just to chill and to relax. So I'm gonna let you kind of get a tour of their area very quickly.
Hey, no, no, hey, no, no, hey, no, no, hey, hey, no, hey, no, no.
I want to tell you guys about something that we do on the first Thursday of every month. It's called The Hangar. We also have a podcast, and it takes place at an airport. We usually have food and kind of hanging out, guys getting to play, just kind of doing life together. So I thought I'd take you around, let you see some of the stuff that takes place at The Hangar on the first Thursday of every month.
No.
Well, we had an amazing evening tonight. About 60 guys hanging out at the hangar. Had a great time. If you're looking for something to do on the first Thursday of every month, hope you'd come hang out with us at the airport. You get to see airplanes coming in. This weekend has been a really special weekend for our family. Lori and I celebrated 27 years of marriage. I've known her almost 29 years, so it's been awesome. And then tonight, we just celebrated her parents, my in-laws, a 60-year wedding anniversary at a local restaurant here in town. We just had a great time. Had a surprise party for them and had some of their friends and family that were there. One of our aunts flew in from Florida, was there, so it was a special time. So I thought to kind of wrap up our video for this week, since it was 27 years, I feel like my wife's got some pretty incredible words of wisdom. So over the weekend, we were talking, Lori, you on Friday on our Facebook Live page, you talked about 3 things that you've kind of implemented in your life that has kind of helped marriage. So I'd love for you to kind of share those 3 things with us and our group here.
The first thing I said was to have good communication is very important, and even as far as just what you expect from each other at a weekly basis, maybe monthly basis, talk about your calendar, when you're going to be home for dinner, when you're not. I know several times, even lately, I'm like, no, did you tell me you weren't going to be here? And, I just don't remember. So write it down. But just communication is very important, and just how you're feeling, if you're frustrated or mad or sad, just to talk to each other is real important. There was, I can't remember the second one. I can't remember.
Gosh, I've got them on the tip of my tongue and I'm going blank.
I know one was to not sweat the small things, and that's real important as far as things that get on your nerves, or the way they brush their teeth. I mean, just some things are just kind of silly, and you just kind of need to get over it and move on, because it's just not that important. And you're just gonna be miserable if you're always thinking about those little small things. Golly, what was the third thing?
Well, I'll jump in and give the third thing. I think the third thing for me, I would say, is just figure out how to serve each other. Just learn what the other one you can do to encourage them, to love them, to serve them. It makes all the difference in the world. It takes the stuff off of yourself, the eyes off of yourself, and puts it on your spouse, so you begin to focus on them. So anyway, just kind of 3 tips from us, encouraging. Hopefully they're encouraging to you. I mean, after 27 years, we've had a great marriage. I love this woman. She's gotten better every year, and I'm grateful to have her part of our life.
I know what it was.
Okay, yeah, what was the third one?
Compromise.
Good, yeah.
Compromise. Just to, you can't always be right. They can't always be right. So just to compromise in every aspect.
That's awesome. So you got 4 tips instead of 3. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope that you'll follow me on any of the social media stuff that you'll see that'll come up here. Also, if you will subscribe to the YouTube channel, we're going to try to put these out every Monday. Love doing this. Enjoyed the comments and the feedback that you give. Any kind of comments you want to give, I hope that you'll shoot them down below and do that. So have a great week.